The truth is, I never left you all through my wild days.
Whoa.
My mad existence.
Whoa. Hey, it's a fucking show tune.
Yeah, dude.
What was that?
I think it's
High school?
Is it from Frida? Is it Frida?
Tell you
No.
what, if I did know that, I wouldn't admit
Eva.
it. Eva.
I think is what
That's
it
about
is.
Madonna when she has AIDS. I'm a well-cultured boy.
Yeah.
You throw on a turtleneck hoodie.
Oh,
boy, do
man. Yeah, you got
boy,
the
do I
wide,
shine in the arts.
You got the wide mouth going
Yeah.
up there.
Well, it's not a turtleneck, so fuck you.
Yeah.
If you're thinking that. It's not a mock turtleneck.
You got the cold
It's-
activated mountains on there?
Yo, I fucked with those jackets, dude. Were you too young to have the ski gloves that when you got in like low temperatures, it would show like a certain image?
No, but I do remember seeing stuff like
Oh
that.
man, it's like fucking.
Remember they had the NFL jerseys when you'd sweat, they would like kind of change colors in certain panels?
No, that's fat shaming. No.
What? No, certain panels would change colors. Like it wasn't just the whole thing would sweat through.
Wait, a jersey or a jacket?
The jersey. Like the NFL players' jerseys.
Yeah.
Certain patches could get soaked and turn like a darker shade.
So all the linemen were just a different shade.
I don't
by the second
I don't
quarter?
know if it was by design, but I always thought it looked cool. I was
Yeah.
like, because then you get like you could tell the difference between like the pussies who weren't playing and the dudes actually grinding,
putting
it
the
out.
effort
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah, especially contract.
yeah. You know, it was
Contract
just-
upping year.
Yeah, if you're not working hard enough, if you're still
Free
all
agency
one
is what I
shade.
was looking for. I said contract upping year, Chris. I've been sick as a little dog.
It is a contract upping year.
It is. You're upping the contract during
Yeah.
agency. But this has pockets, dude. This is a
Wow.
fully functioning hoodie without the hood, where they took all the hood material and made a little
Just a
like
collar.
sheath. Yeah, this is more for. Well, the Eagles got bounced out of the playoffs, so but I dress like they're in the Super Bowl. This is,
You do look kind of like a supervillain from
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, futuristic. You know, I feel like they always have a wide neck.
Yeah. My father still wears turtlenecks under like his Eagles jacket, which is that's a
Really?
boss ass move. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, the double turtleneck was big in the 90s at a cold game.
Yeah. Dude. Double.
Double
You mean
turtle-
thermal, then a turtleneck.
Well, you'd always had like multiple turtlenecks.
This is a sex god. Who the fuck is wearing multiple turtlenecks?
Everybody, because it was the only way to survive. They didn't have the technology back then to just make a single layer that could keep you warm.
Dude, I said this before. Last year, 2 years ago was the first time I officially got a winter coat.
Yeah.
Instead of just layering up multiple. I used to wear jeans.
It's a game
skiing
changer.
growing up.
Oh my God.
And then I would put like wind pants from 6th grade basketball over them to go to the Poconos and go to fucking.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand how warm you could be just spending a couple dollars on.
There
some
was
goose feather.
no amount of money, I don't think, back in the day that could have gotten you what you needed.
True.
Like
Technology
that was
wasn't
all,
there yet.
Yeah, that's all we did is we'd like layer socks up and layer pants up.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing on like an Everest documentary where it's like that's the number one thing that will kill you.
Yeah.
Is like you're in the bus on the way to the mountain.
Yeah.
And sweating, and then you step outside, everything freezes.
Yeah.
You could have a million layers on, you're still
dude.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to he had hand warmers just for his beak, his nose.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking. He has a Roman nose like you wouldn't believe. It would chip in the wind. Like if he went out in like 20-degree weather, he would have a hand warmer and go like this, and then we just hold it on his fucking honk.
He didn't need the chairlift. He'd do like this, and the wind would just take him up the
Aerodynamic
mountain.
Italian father.
Just this big sail.
Yeah, but this is new, and I like it. It's from Levi's. We're pushing a little fashion in this episode.
Yeah. We are.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I know you're
I've
not.
got the same old
You look
crap
great.
on.
You look great.
Am I doing
I'm not
good?
gonna shit on you. You got Chipotle on your sweats.
I do definitely. I got more than that.
Yeah. Well, that's how you get. Yeah, that's how you get in with the neighbors. You know, you get a little hot sauce or some mayo on your
just a
sweats. You're like, oh,
conversation
I don't
starter?
like this guy. Like this guy. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is about him.
Yeah. Well, because if you don't have anything on your pants, there's nothing to talk about.
That's a great.
You're walking down
fucking
the street
thing.
and they're like, "That guy's fine. There's nothing to say."
Yeah, he's been through nothing.
Versus like if you got shit on your pants, someone's like, "Are you
you
How
okay?
you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Are you trying to go somewhere, or you sneak out of the house? You know?" And then you go, "No, I'm actually fine." And they go, like, "Holy shit, this guy's incredibly high functioning."
On top of being sick the last few days, I also had this like breakout that's like shaped like Hawaii around my eyebrow.
The Oculus.
Yeah, it's from fucking playing Oculus with strangers. But I'm way too old for this shit.
We did 2 hours last
2
night.
hours.
2.5 hours
Yeah,
last
that's
night.
why
Full
I was so
18
upset
holes.
of you beating me from hole 13 to 18.
Yeah.
Got my ass handed to me.
Yeah. Well, I did have the distinct advantage. You went to the bar before.
No, I was fucking
you
housing beers.
hit the 19th green before the round.
When you're on an actual course, you miss a putt. There is a good 30-second to 60-second walk to the cart where you can calm yourself down.
Yeah. This is
Here I get worked up. I can hear you having a good time, pumping up strangers about your good time. I get more upset, and I'm arm's length away from a beer that I'll drink a lot faster than I normally would.
Yeah, I don't.
These are high octane piglets. These fuckers.
These goes.
Yeah,
These goals.
These are for the fat boy.
What's the name of this
jerseys.
one?
This
Or
is
should we not say because they didn't
it's fine.
send them to
This is
us?
Spinback Yellow Cake.
Okay,
It's an IPA with lemon and vanilla.
nice.
Yeah, it's got a nice finish.
Yeah.
You can't drink this. This is for turtleneck sweatshirt.
I feel like you know exactly what to say about things when you don't know what to say about them.
I lie
It's got
through
a
my
nice
fucking
finish.
eyes,
Does
dude.
it have an oaky flavor?
Hey,
What's
what is this?
yeah?
Well,
How is
that's
it? How is it on the palate?
A lot of white trash people do that too. For like when they have like a Chardonnay, they're like it's buttery and it's oaky.
Yeah.
They say the same thing for every wine,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what I do.
I almost never notice the difference. I sometimes I like a smooth. I don't like having it hurt my taste buds.
the psychology around of me bullshitting is
Yeah.
I do learn a little bit, and then I dig my heels into that tiny slice of knowledge.
Yeah.
And then when somebody asks a backup question, I'm like, well, I can't falter on this. I gotta keep this going.
Yeah.
And then I have a spider web of bullshit that I have to maintain.
That's
for,
all built out of words that are similar to the one piece
Yeah.
of jargon that you know.
Yes, dude. This
Yeah.
is how I got every fucking job through college and after college. I was charismatic as fuck.
Yeah.
And I knew what words to use during the interview. And then when I got to the job, I was like, I got no idea what I'm doing here, Karen. So you're going to have to get your superiors, and I'll probably be fired in 3 months.
And you're in sales. You were in sales too,
Eventually
right?
I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was started in IT support.
That's the perfect place for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's where
Because it's like
they're
like,
liars.
Tom, you need to fill out the paperwork to get the, and you're like, I can't do
it
that.
doesn't matter.
And they go, well, I mean, the clients love them, so.
Yeah. It's a boiler room for liars. You just train a pack of Italian liars to get out
Yeah.
there and swarm like fucking degenerate bees and rob every goddamn corporation. And I was a hornet, dude. I wasn't
is
even a
true.
bee. I was a hornet of lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you anything. What, are you search engine optimization? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Little search engine marketing? Why don't we dip that into a whole new revamp? Visually. Your site needs to be totally revamped. Little tabs in there.
The problem is you're not using AI.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Fucking AI, extra 50 grand.
You got a whole wrong algorithm in there.
No joke. The last company I had before I started stand up was I was underneath the head of sales.
Yeah.
And then we would study what this proposal was, and typically $1 to $3 million to go for a top 50 corporation.
Yeah.
You go after Coca-Cola and say, we could do the same thing Razorfish is doing for a tenth of the price.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Give us a 3-month time frame to prove to you that we'll hit the same type of numbers at a fraction of the cost.
Yeah.
And everyone else around the table, there was an SEO guy, an SEM guy, a designer. All these dudes are like top of their pyramid of intellect and experience. And then I'm just like, well, how do I say what you just said
Yeah.
and move my hands like this? I do my eyebrows nicely.
Yeah. You got to dumb it down for me because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's like the client's not going to understand.
Yeah. And then I was also,
That's the way you got to spin it. You got to be like, look, the client's not going to really understand
Right,
what you're
tell
saying.
me how I can absorb it.
Yeah. You got to
Talk
help
to
me
like I'm a
explain
dumb
this to the client.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like, it's a cliff notes for a fucking true dummy.
Oh my god.
And for that reason, I'm still boozing hard at like, I'm 26 or 28 with this company. And one night I had such a banger, I had to pull over on 76 because I was having my first panic attack. My first ever panic attack.
Yeah.
And I pulled over on the turnoff of 76 to get to Conshohocken. And I opened the door and went under a tree with my hands over my head like I was like a dog looks for his dying days. You know what I mean? You know, a dog knows it's dying. They just go under a tree.
Well, is that true?
Yeah. And then I walked to like the tree line and I just like sat down. I'm like, what is this feeling? Have you ever had a panic attack?
No.
Dude, you really think you're dying. It's like beyond belief.
I feel like I've come close.
Oh, you'll fucking know. I've had a lot of come closes, and I've only had like 2 or 3
I've
true panic attacks.
I've never walked to a tree prepared to die.
If you're not walking to a tree line, laying on your back, just fucking giving it up to the maggots, you're not fucking ready. You're not ready. You're not ready for sales, dude. That's actually part of the training. It's like, dude, have you ever lie under a fucking a
You ever
forest,
pull your car over and go walk in under a tree to die?
expecting to die, saying bye to mom while
If
looking
you
at her?
haven't, then I don't think you're ready.
I don't think you're ready for
Yeah,
this.
I don't think this is a position
You
for
can't
you.
you can't work for Net
Your
Plus.
whole life's about to become one big lie. You're gonna need to be able to hold up under pressure.
But it is true, man. It's like once I figured out I could live like that instead of using my education at Drexel for fucking IT. It's like I don't need to do all this bullshit on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I don't need to take shit from these fucking morons in cubicles across from me. I could just lie to people, meet my quota within the first month of the first quarter, and then fuck off. So then I started writing dick jokes in my office. Literally.
Yeah.
I was writing jokes for the open mic.
And would people stop by and be like, "Whoa,
Yeah. What are we
you
doing?
up to?
My
Yeah.
boss. My boss would walk in and be like, "What are we doing, Tom?
you're
What are we
entering
doing
them
today?"
into a spreadsheet."
Yeah.
Column it.
Tell me if you like this premise. Eventually, he was like, "Look, I know you don't want to be here. I know you don't want to do this. So let's figure out a way to get you off here and transition you." So
Oh,
instead
that's
of
nice.
yeah, instead of firing me, he laid me off so I could get unemployment.
Yeah.
And then I ran through that Obama 99 in like fucking in 39.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude.
That Obama 99 was 2 years of unemployment, essentially.
Really?
It was choice.
Wow.
Perfect time.
Yeah,
Perfect time to
yeah.
be unemployed.
That's
Buco
dope.
Bocos.
What is Obama 99?
It was just an extended relief for unemployment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was it in response to something? Oh, it was probably the financial
Racism.
crisis?
Mostly racism among salespeople.
Financial crisis. It was funny. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he was bitching about a dude that he works with, and like the way that the guy like fucks around and lies about shit. Like just like he doesn't do the work.
So a rat.
He doesn't do he doesn't do the work, and like doesn't know what he's doing.
Why'd he get sold out?
What?
Well, he got sold out by a coworker?
No, he didn't get ratted out by
okay,
anybody.
sorry.
He my buddy was just telling me about this dude that he works with.
Gotcha.
Who does this shit. Where like like everything he was describing was shit that I've 100% done.
Yeah.
Which is like someone asks you to get them something by the end of the week.
Yeah.
And then like Friday afternoon, they're like, "Hey, where's that thing?" And you're like, "Oh, I like had a question for you."
Yeah. What
And
is the thing again?
Oh, my bad. I had a question for you. And then, or like you go in for like a performance review.
Yeah.
And people are like, you're not doing great.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I really want to like dive into some other like areas and like learn about this and learn about that. And like, it's just all.
There's a whole other wing of this company I've been really interested in.
Yeah.
If I could just lie over there for 3 more months while I look for another job, that'd be great.
Dude.
It's like getting kicked out of an apartment. Like, well, if I put a tent in the backyard,
Yeah.
could I stay here for a little while?
But I was thinking about making some improvements to the deck. You're going to lose out on
You
that.
have no idea what I can do with it. Shit all over it.
And they're like, but we do need to improve the deck.
Did I tell you the story about how I got fired from the engineering job I had?
No.
So my original major was engineering at Drexel, and the first co-op was I worked for a couple of Degos, O'Donnell and Nacarado. In Philly, so I
That's
would
the
show
Catholic
up.
combo.
Yeah, it's Irish and Irish
O'Donnell,
Italian. It's
Nacarado.
Yeah. That's what we are. O'Donnell and Nacarado.
I know.
And Naga not going to show up here anymore.
Personal injury law firm.
So I'm fucking off as much as I can. And so here's how they treated me. It was disgusting. So instead of you're going to basically pre-med school. The curriculum is wild.
Yeah,
It's
oh, dude.
18, 21, and 24 credits your first 3 semesters.
Yeah.
Your freshman year. The whole process is meant to weed 2 of the 3 out. It truly is.
Yeah.
So when I finally you get 1 summer off, then you jump into there's like a lottery whether you jump in the first half of the year you're working a full-time job or first half of the year you're going to school. I had a job. I went right to this engineering firm, and I worked in the cellar with this old wop who was a miserable motherfucker. I
Yeah.
mean, he was like my dad times. He concentrated into like 100 wops.
Oh yeah,
The dude never smiled at anything. He's been beaten down. He was probably 74 years old, 75 years old.
Does feel like a wop stuck in a math hole is
Yeah.
about as angry as they get.
Yeah, dude, it was like a rat's den for wops. So, an architect, this is what my job was. At $45,000 a year that my parents said they were paying, and I had a scholarship. It was all me.
Yeah.
My dime after I fucking graduated, which I found out. They would take the architect's prints of a building, and then he would mark up in a certain type, and then in a red pen, I would have to take that. It was like 100 pages. I'd take that, flop it through, and have to do that for 4 or 5 different versions.
Yeah.
Of that was my whole fucking job. And then I'll have to log my hours per company that I'm logging these hours to, so that they can take my timesheet. And if it adds up to 40 hours, you're done. Yeah, just monotonous fucking
Dude,
bullshit.
timesheets.
Do you know the Bobs in the Office Space? The Bobs?
Yeah.
That portly, fat little white dude built like a wine cork.
What is it you say you do?
The guy who owned O'Donnell looked just like this little stump, this little tree stump with freckles. And this guy would walk around and he would go, Tom, can you, no, he said, the one night he goes, the water cooler on floor 3 is out. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I just kept walking. He's like, can you refill it? And I went, no, I don't go to college for that. That's not why I'm here.
Yeah.
And so after a while, I started lying on my time. Yeah, of course. I started lying on my timesheet about all my hours.
Yeah.
Little I'd know, this fucking older rat wop was taking the times that I'd walk in. So if I walked in at like 10:30 or exited at 4:30, he'd keep all these hours.
Yeah.
So the portly fucking Irish dude
What a fucking
takes me
loser.
into the office.
Is he billing that time? Who's he billing that time to? Keeping track of you? Yeah.
Exactly. No, he wasn't honest about it. But this guy fucking sold me down the river, and I worked with him for like 8 months.
Well, you were in the office next to him. I don't know if any work was being done.
We were doing nothing.
Yeah,
I was just smelling markers for fucking 7 hours a day and then beating off. But anyway, I get fired. The guy's like, he brings me in the office 3 months before my co-op is over. And
Yeah.
if you get fired before the co-op, you don't get your credits. So your semester's over. So the guy goes, all right, here's your options. You can either resign, sign this paper right now, or we can fire you. Won't go. Give me the fucking paper.
Yeah.
I'll sign it right now. If I can just fired me immediately.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then you dropped that engineering.
No, I just switched after the second year. I switched to IT.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dude,
I can't.
I know.
It's
I know. I
crazy.
know.
You can't. It's like
I know.
fucking-
But you know what? We got to power through.
Yeah,
Sorry.
power.
We've got a full house.
Yeah, it's a full house.
We had a full house today.
Full house of fucking mice wops running around.
We had a full house
A lot
today.
of action. Get it, sit in.
Nobody makes noises during our podcast.
I
No,
don't
we
make
don't.
I don't make
I
a
get the
poop.
fuck-
I don't
fuck
make
off.
a peep. I don't
I'm
make a-
outside.
Wait for you to shower
That was one time.
every time. Baby.
I like to be a clean wop. Anyway,
You got to power through. You got to stay focused. Dude. Shane's on the other in the kitchen, walking back and forth like Darth Maul, ready
Shadows
for
running
the
around.
pod to end so he can
I'm
break
sure
your
if he's gonna
legs.
sit down or not. Yeah, we're losing Shane.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
No, we're losing.
We'll see. I'm upset about
He's
it.
going bye-byes.
I don't want him to leave.
I don't either.
Every day I get to watch live sports from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah, FIFA.
Nighttime is
soccer.
Fun. Nighttime's more
What?
fun. When you fucking monkeys are home on the weekends.
No, yeah, the home
That's
is
a
fun.
blast.
Yeah,
This
but I
weekend's
like the
gonna
day.
suck. This
What?
weekend is gonna suck. I become so accustomed to your.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're gone. He's gone.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
You're gonna
get
get
in there.
wild in here.
Yeah.
What do you do when we're not around?
I usually get an architect's printings and I duplicate it 4 to 5 times.
Dude, do you know anything about engineering at this point? Did you ever get to learn anything about it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I went to schooling for 2.5 years.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, it wasn't like
Dude.
after the first job, and then I did. It's a 5-year school. You essentially, it's not your master's, but the cooperative education program gets you like you're first out the door for. You have 3.5 years of employment under your belt.
Yeah.
I was making more money than my father, like junior year.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's good pay, but you're also buying 30 birds, and fucking off down the shore. So I wasn't like saving in an IRA.
Oh
I
yeah.
was just getting lit.
God damn it.
Those were the days, dude.
Yeah, that shit sucks. I remember I had buddies in engineering at Drexel, and I I'm writing papers about just like marketing. You're just making things up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody,
Yeah.
there's no real
Yeah, I know. I hooked
science
up
to
with
it.
some
It's
marketing
just
girls on
bull-
the
Yeah,
weekends.
it's like total bullshit.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, "What are you studying for?" And he's like, "Well, I got a test. It's like if you put a flame under like this lamp, how long does it take for this to heat up?" And then this other thing to heat up.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what the you got to do the math on that?
Yeah.
And it changes, like that bend in it, which is going to change.
Yeah,
how long.
physics
It's
was
just-
the hardest thing in the world.
It's a fucking nightmare. You have
Yeah.
to know real things.
And you're doing them all at the same time. So you have biology, chemistry, physics, calculus, all at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
And they all go up a level every semester. So
Yeah.
you're like, "Ooh, dude, like the first class, it's like an auditorium.
Yeah.
And this Indian teacher, Venkatararaman, he'd be like, the ball is rolling. And he would spin a ball like this and would come back. And he would talk about the friction. And then he would put a thing on the board, a formula on the board. And he would be like, okay, what a passing out there. He would just go nuts. And I was like, this guy's crazy. Meanwhile, I'm coming from Delco. Like, I went to high school with a bunch of waterheads. I mean, everyone was
It
dumb
really
as
does
shit.
drain the fun out of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, having to care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those
That's why we're
people
great
like
now,
throw
baby.
those water bottles up and they spin and like land in a fucked up way.
Yeah.
Imagine if someone was like mathematically
Why?
explain to me why
Right.
that happened.
Why
You'd
did
be
that
like,
happen?
Oh, come on,
Yeah, dude,
man.
shut up.
Can't we just go, whoa?
Yeah.
You know?
Can we just go, whoa, and then look at our gloves changing colors?
Yeah. And then,
There's a beefy kid in the back going, I'm sweating and my shirt's changing.
my dad was a big math guy, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest, like some of the biggest fights that we got in, like it really, like it affected the household was him trying to help me with math homework, and me just just like writing an answer. And
Without doing the work?
Yeah, and him being like, how did you like, and he's had a full day of work. He's got to come home and help me figure out what happened here. You know, so I'm just adding
More stress to his life.
hours to his life that
He
he's
never
got to
hit
like.
you at all. He just grunted and like gritted his teeth.
No, he like, it was just it's hard to explain. He was holding it. It was like, I don't know. If
You afraid to say it?
uh,
Come on, dude. Let the world know.
no.
Pop O'Connie's
No,
got hard on you.
It was just an energy that he had that he had been through that,
Right.
and he would come so close
Yeah.
and not
Crossing
do it.
that line
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
never
where
went
it's
to
just
cross.
like
Yeah.
yeah. It's one, and every time he could with his eyes tell you like
You're on fucking
Thin ice, dude.
Thin fucking ice.
you are on thin
Yeah.
ice. Yeah, the jig is up. Yeah.
You don't seem like a kid that would. I feel like your blind ignorance to how severe the situation is would become a problem before you instigating a problem or pushing something too far. Do you know what I mean?
No, that I let things slowly rot until it's a huge problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my thing, where it's like, so by the time they would find out about a situation, it would be like, dude, you could have prevented this.
Yes.
With just
I hate to say this.
a 1 ounce of
I hate to
effort
say
at
this.
any point along this chain of events.
I've been reading some comments.
and you did nothing.
I've been reading some comments about how people like you and I talking about our living situation. But I see the psychological breakdown in your head where it's like, I could just take care of this right now. Or I just let it fester and build up to a pile that I'd need a machine gun to clean?
Yeah, it's like, is this really a problem?
Yes.
Is it? What if I don't ever think about it?
Yeah. Or don't look
Then
at it
does
anymore.
then does it exist? Most of the time, it kind of goes away.
Yeah, but you're the opposite with shit like this.
What?
Like getting a podcast out or
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
something
yeah.
completed. You put the pressure on me going,
Yeah.
because it's in the back of your head going, we have something we need to cut. We
Right.
have something we need to film. That becomes a problem. It can't fester.
Well, that's because I can see I can see exactly how it's going to become a problem. You know, like
Yeah.
I can see that like
Yeah, the mountain of work that you need to do.
yeah, or I can see the causal chain there. But like when it comes to like if I leave pizza on my toilet for
3 months?
years, what happens?
You
It
never get
dries
laid
out.
again.
It becomes completely inedible.
You
There's
had like women come in that house.
not a ton.
Yeah. What I mean, were you dating someone?
I don't think so.
I fucking hope not.
No. I was just, you know, on yeah, I was just
Your new love
fine.
life situation.
Yeah.
What is your plan outside of avoiding her to ever come here? I'm sure it's come up where you're like, she can easily come here, so I don't have to travel there at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean
What if we start working on a plan to fix some stuff?
yeah. Well, I can like the problem is I can get it rocking and rolling. Like I can tighten it up. I can be disciplined. I can like really be on top of shit. But it like the moment it rocks a little bit,
Yeah, you're out.
I'm fully out. The wheels come off. The wheels come off for months,
Yeah. And then you rock and roll again.
and then I can rock and roll again. Yeah, if I'm like really, but it's like then I can just you know I can also get into a zone where years go by, and it's just like it's you know it's like it is now, where it's just kind of like
Yeah.
outside of doing this stuff, like it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's the most like everything is by the seat of my pants. There's no plan. It's just I also hate making plans. I hate like
Yeah.
I hate making plans. And there's a weird thing that happens to me when I start doing like if I start like cleaning and like waking up at a scheduled time and like going to bed at a scheduled time, like it's like the future collapses into the present, and I can just like so what I just do this till I die.
Oh, so you think the monotony of the scheduling process,
Makes me want to kill myself.
it's worse for your brain chemistry than living by the seat of your pants? So if you had a daily schedule and accountability where like we filmed at 9 a.m.,
Yeah.
you think that would prohibit creativity and output?
No, it's more like the other stuff where it's like once you get locked into that thing where like you live every day between certain hours,
Yeah.
you know, and you can't really like, you know, go and do crazy shit because it's like, well, you have to be up the next day to like do X, Y, and Z. And like,
Yeah.
you're not going to have the energy for it. Like once once my future obligations start like coming to bear on my like present day activities,
Yeah.
I start to really like spaz. Like
My favorite thing about so far of the 8 episodes we've done is the admittance of fans commenting, going, every time I agree with Chris, I get super fucking worried. Because this is why I allow you to go on so long. I'm like fucking unraveling this wild brain of yours.
Yeah.
Because there are people that behave like this.
yeah. yeah.
They're out there.
I haven't met many of them. No, but
Well, there's one in a million.
Yeah.
You guys are bopping around the earth at different fucking cycles. If you were all in one place, we'd burn it to the ground. Get
We're
rid of
like
these
locusts.
fucking rabid rats. Yeah.
Every 80 years, one of us comes.
You guys are COVID-20.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it's a real problem. Like anytime my life gets into a nice I like a nice rhythm, I'm like, so what? It's just then this.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it could be a positive thing. It doesn't have to be a negative rhythm.
I know, but like there is something about the panic that I like. You know, I don't know, maybe like that's something I need to like figure out. I can't there is like a real piece of me that's like, you know what, man, like I need to like fully stop drinking.
All right.
What?
Cut.
No.
I am so fucking tired
No,
of
no.
losing friends
No,
to
I know.
not booze.
I hear you.
You can still get shit done. And look, you don't have to go hard all the time.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I'm just busting.
No, it's like it's not even that. It's like if I you know, like it's almost that it's not that it's like I think the drinking is necessarily a problem. I just think I would benefit from like forced boredom. You know what I mean? Like if I was stuck with nothing to do, I would start panicking about other things and start getting those things in order.
I think
You
this
know what I
is a ridiculous claim. I
Why?
don't think you need to spark some form of energy towards your career or your interests with requiring boredom.
Yeah. Like if you're because it's like there's
Dude,
nothing.
if you literally, this is what it require. Fire, trial by fire. Is that what they say? Mm-hmm. You would literally have to lose all of this stuff that you're making money on
Yeah.
to live this way and get a full-time 9-to-5 job to be shocked. You get a fucking ice bath of reality going, you got it good. You just have to work it like a fucking job. And if you don't, you're missing out on the opportunity to be something better
Right.
for yourself.
Yeah.
So then it's essentially you're hurting yourself and the potential of us.
What do you
And
mean?
I got my own fucking shit.
what?
It's like
what's your shit?
The same thing, but a different manner. So I think my psychoaggressions and microaggressions. Should have said that first. My
Psycho micros?
See, my psychoaggression about cleanliness and fucking all the shit I give you about. It's like that. I'm just trying to suffice for my own inabilities to get stuff done when I want to. I push
Yeah.
stuff off just like you.
Yeah.
And then it just creates an anxiety and a loophole of the same bullshit.
And you address the cleaning stuff. This cleaning stuff is a little bit of a salve for
A little bit,
for
right.
larger projects that you're not.
But even if I'm getting
tackling.
this stuff done and I still see like I gotta fucking vacuum this carpet and I put that off for 2 days,
Right.
that becomes something that becomes huge in my head that will alter the course of my success towards another thing that I need to get done.
Right.
It's crazy behavior.
Well, because it's a task that you know all the factors of it, right? Like if the carpet needs to be vacuumed, there's no way that's going to go wrong somehow and you won't be able to finish it.
Yeah.
Or that you'll get it. You're not going to get into like writer's block
right. Yeah.
trying to fucking vacuum the carpet.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So they become tasks that are like, you're like, oh, well, you know what? I can like do that.
Successfully.
It'll make, yes.
Yes.
And it's guaranteed.
Yes.
Like if I take bleach and
Yeah.
a scrub brush
Dude,
to the tub,
this is-
it's going to be clean.
Yes.
There's nothing stopping me.
Yes.
And there's
Yeah.
I just need to throw a little bit of will at it.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it
going
will
from
be
fucking
completed.
0 to hero, no matter what small project I'm gonna fucking get.
Right.
But if I'm gonna,
Yeah.
start a
short story.
or a 62 page fucking pilot script, which I
Yeah.
get started 2 years ago. You hit a roadblock, and you're like, I had so much confidence in this thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to shelf it for 6 months and let that fester for a while.
Right.
So, of course, I'm going to clean the goddamn carpet 6 more times. I'm losing my fucking mind.
yeah. I need to feel like I did something today.
Well, this is the purpose, and I think the success of our relationship with this podcast is it makes you work so much harder and consistently. Not harder necessarily. Look, we're not fucking building bridges
definitely.
here.
No,
we're
but
talking
it's
about
definitely
nonsense
harder.
for a while, but it's consistency, it's accountability, it's all these things on a smaller level. The goal is to have this at a larger level where you're producing a fucking
Yeah.
a bigger show, your own comedy show, whatever the fuck it is, a 30-minute.
Yeah, who knows what it
Who
is.
knows? And that's the fucking goal.
Yeah.
So these are just baby steps to eventually kill yourself or via booze or,
realize
or
your whole life
drugs
is
or
a
jump
fraud.
all over
Yeah,
a bridge.
yeah.
A bridge. Yeah. No more rugs when you jump over the GW, buddy.
yeah.
You don't have to vacuum the sea.
It's true. Just pencil.
Yeah, you just
That's
fall down
another
there
one
and
of
get-
those small tasks. You're like, I know this is gonna work.
Yeah. I know for a fact.
That's why
one more job. I got
Yeah.
one more fucking job.
I still will never understand people jumping off a bridge though.
Did we talk? We talked about this. I mean, we talked about it on the couches. Did we talk about it on the
I don't
pod?
know if we did.
Let's fucking get into it, dude.
We definitely
This
talked
gets me
about
nuts.
penciling, but I just don't understand why like you're taking such a risk going into water.
Not if you go on the right fucking bridge. And you're also
know.
taking a ride. This is your final Coney Island roller coaster.
Yeah.
You get
But
a
it's
good
like shooting
20,
yourself
30
in the
seconds.
head a little bit. where
That's
it's
a
like,
risk.
Yes, you can
No,
miss.
no. You never go this way.
I know.
Because
You
you
go
trigger,
this way.
you go, yeah, and straight through the spinal cord. You don't go up towards the brain.
What?
This is instant. If you go up towards the brain, at
You
first,
can miss again?
No, well, it's the same thing with here, your temple. you're nervous. You don't want to do it really.
Yeah.
Typically, this is from what I've read.
Yeah,
You don't want to do it. So your hesitancy with
You
the
don't
trigger-
want to do it.
No, you shouldn't
You
do it.
do not want to do
Your
it.
hesitancy with the trigger will drive the gun at a different angle and just maul you as opposed to kill you. Same thing here. If you go straight up toward what you think is the brain, a lot of times you end up just taking off your nose and your mouth.
You'd think they'd be suggesting it then. to Save
Nah,
lives.
you gotta go straight this way because that way, if you hesitate, you're still going pow.
Yeah. But you want to suggest the one that's the life-saving
You know the little
one.
red circle on a fucking dartboard?
Yeah.
That's
Jesus
where you want
Christ.
to hit. Yeah. Anyway, we're good.
I
We're
know,
both
I
back
know.
even.
I know. I know. No guns in the house. Thank God.
The whole conversation
God.
was like, yeah, it just takes a couple daily chores to get your mind right, and then you start being accountable.
Yeah.
You're like, I wouldn't jump off a bridge.
No, actually, daily chores are you
Yeah.
covering for your failures.
I admitted that. It's
No,
not
I know.
failures.
No,
it's,
I know.
It's the
But then-
holes. It's the holes of accountability and the holes
just
of
laughing.
professional work being completed. It's going.
just
All right,
laughing.
if I'm not doing anything and I got all day, it's like, yeah, well, I might as well fucking clean this Dego's marble for a little bit. You know what I mean? Feel like I'm doing something. And then I look to my reflection in the side. I'm like, there's dust all over his mirror. There's dust all over his mirror.
Yeah, yeah.
And I get Windex and I get my. I'm
I mean, nothing can get done until I get the dust off the mirror.
100%. 100%. And then it gets too late and I go, it's 8
Yeah,
o'clock. I might
yeah.
as
But
well-
the whole day.
I gotta
shot.
wait till tomorrow.
But tomorrow I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a clean mirror,
Tomorrow.
and everything's gonna be fine.
Up
I'll
at
be
6, celery juice. I'm jogging backwards to fucking Connecticut.
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. the next day. You're like, oh, I fucking drank
Yeah,
too much
2
whiskey.
p.m. I'm like, what? Who are you? Get out of my fucking bed.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be able to write that script unless I'm rested.
Yes.
I gotta. Yeah,
I actually, I
it's about getting on a schedule first.
found.
Can't do any of this stuff
Yeah.
without. Yeah,
And if you listen against this wall, you can actually hear me saying these words to myself.
just in the corner.
Yeah. It's about getting on a schedule. It's about being invested in what you really want. Bing, bling.
Yeah, yeah.
Just an ice cube hitting the fucking crystal glass.
Empty again. Smashes.
Just a fucking corner of broken crystal glasses.
This
but-
week was stressful.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. You want to?
no.
I was gonna just say that this was our first. This is one of our first weeks of adversity.
Adversity.
Yeah, as far as the cast goes, I feel like we had a couple guests drop out.
Oh yeah. We weren't.
Happens.
The next couple weeks we have. We also we're figuring this fucking thing out.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we
just
ha-
saying. Well, it happens. It happens.
Yeah. So
This is our first
normally
time that
released
we've had to deal with it.
Yesterday, it's going to be released tonight.
Yeah.
That 2-day difference because we have streams now.
Yeah.
We have this cooking thing we're trying to edit. I already promised would be out. I'm sorry, it's not out because it's a bigger project than I expected.
Yes.
And we just brought on an editor.
We got a guy. I
Got a
think
guy.
you're gonna like. I think you're gonna like what.
very
I
exciting.
think you're gonna like what happens.
Very
Yeah, it
exciting.
will be good. I promise.
But even
We've been
that's going to
promising-
take 3, 4, 5 episodes to figure out your
Yeah.
mood, your theme, what works, what doesn't. It's the same thing with this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Scheduling, what we want to do. It's just we're fucking babies in this, dude.
I know. We really don't know what we're doing.
No, we don't.
But it's like because we've been told to bank episodes
right.
just in case.
Who's we?
What?
Do you remember me saying this? Maybe we should film
Well,
3 or 4.
Dude,
Huh?
you repeat.
That was during my big peak
No.
accountability days.
You just
when I was getting up early, I was like, Chris, we should do 3 or 4 of these.
You repeat things H. Foley told you that Kevin Ryan told him.
Yeah, and then I say I told it to you. Yeah.
I told you this
Yeah,
weeks ago.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand what Schultz said. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah. And Schultz told.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'll talk to Shane for like a half hour, and then I go to Chris. I'm like, you don't fucking get it. You don't know what it takes.
Shane and I had a whole conversation.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
had a
I don't
30-minute
remember any.
conversation.
Yeah.
So I know it all. No, I'm fucking totally. Obviously,
I also been fired up this week. I rode on the train up from DC.
Yeah.
Took the train back. Took a fucking 6 a.m. train back.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, everyone on this train is exhausted, sleeping. It's 6 a.m. on a Sunday. And the lady on the train would not shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No. Are we gonna? What kind of lady are we talking?
It was a conductor.
Okay, what kind of
It
lady?
was it. What?
What kind of
It
lady?
was just a regular lady.
Okay.
You know, the other
Just
details
a
are not,
regular yapper.
the other details are not important. But she
Okay.
would repeat. She would make. First of all, every stop, she would make a really long announcement, starting off with like, ladies and gentlemen, you need to have your mask on at all times. You can't take your mask off unless you're eating food. Then you got to put your mask back on.
That's legal.
The quiet car. What?
She legally has to say that.
I know, but she doesn't legally have to say it twice.
Right. This is maybe she's,
Every stop.
dude. This is conducted as a 6 a.m. shift. She's trying to shine to get that fucking 12 p.m.
God,
shift,
it's just
and that's where she really shines.
You know what? Just do.
It's like a
do
flight
a
attendant.
bad job.
A flight attendant that gets
What?
fucking wild about the seat buckle thing. And has a
can't-
couple jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
A dance thing. It's like, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
Dude, the fact that they still come around and make you put your seat back up
Yeah.
30 minutes before you land. It's like, what do you what
Yeah. That's like wearing a helmet jumping out of a
what
a
happens
plane.
what happens if
Yeah.
you fucking
Crash? Is it for
No, I mean,
turbulence?
what happens if
Are you
the
talking about the
whole
shift from a
plane
plane
lands
seat
and
going-
everyone's reclined?
Yeah. Maybe it's the neck thing. That's what it is.
I think it's about getting out of the seats.
no, it's the
I
neck.
think if it's reclined, it's harder to get through.
I know for sure it's a neck thing. I've done
Yeah.
some research on this. No, when you're fully this way but sitting upright, not knowing your chair is all the way. If there's
Oh, you can like
it's
snap forward.
Yeah, you. Bah.
You're gonna
your head
snap
is-
pretty hard no matter what. You're dying. You're gonna die.
No, even if you hit the fucking, if they land awkwardly,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, sometimes they go too far into the runway because they're dumb as shit, and then they have to slam the brakes on. Everybody goes like this into the,
Yeah.
you know, you get that Midwestern mom
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
all
that-
nervous, looking at you like
They
that
throw the
was
brakes
close.
on too fast.
Yeah, it's part of the process.
Oh, we didn't even talk. I got fucking downgraded from first class.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. I heard about this.
Unbelievable.
Hilarious.
I didn't know it was possible.
I wish I was there, dude. Do you know the fucking smile on my face watching you,
Dude,
burn?
it was the first time I legitimately boarded Zone 1. I've been illegally boarding Zone 1
For years.
for, yes.
Yeah.
And this is the first
So
time
you're looking at the golden ticket.
I finally go, you know what? There's
yeah.
no pressure.
You got the Wonka ticket.
I'm in Zone 1.
Yeah.
This is...
So you take your headphones off.
Yeah, yeah.
Your hat's
I'm talking to
backwards.
Santina. I'm
Yeah.
chatting him
Yeah,
up.
yeah. You're waving.
I
all
go,
the
what
tellers.
seat are you? He goes, 2A. I'm like, I'm 2C. We're right next to each other. Can you believe we did? I didn't even know you didn't
Yeah.
even know I was first class.
How did you get bumped up in the first place?
I got drunk and I bought it.
Oh, okay.
I was
The night before? The
no. What
morning?
happened
Oh.
was a couple days before I was flying to Atlanta, I bought. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna be hungover because we were playing Onward.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna be fucking hungover.
Oh, you put on one that night.
Yeah,
We didn't go to
yeah,
bed till like
yeah,
4.
yeah.
Then you got up at 5.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the night where you woke up and I was like, what are you doing? Go
Yeah,
to sleep. And you were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I have to leave.
I was like, I'm gonna be fucking terrible on this flight. I will. I'm just fuck it. I'm doing it first class. But I was so drunk that I upgraded my flight from DC to Atlanta to first class.
Which is only 45
It's
minutes.
literally like a
Yeah.
It's dumbest
Yeah.
first grade.
And how
first
much?
class.
An extra $300?
No, it was like 120
Oh, that's
or
not
something. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. But so whatever. I wound up being in a shitty seat for fucking the flight down there.
How did this dude steal your seat?
So
There's miscommunication in the system?
no, they had changed planes, but I honestly don't think that the seats were actually any different. But they kept saying that they'd changed planes. So as Santino scans his ticket and goes through, and then I scan my ticket and a thing prints. And I'm like, well, that's just some kind of fucking receipt that I don't fucking need. So I walk down like the gangplank or whatever.
This is your new seat.
Yeah. And the guy goes, sir. And I'm like, I'm not looking back. I don't know what that guy
I
wants.
don't know what
but
that sir is, and it's not my sir.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm first class.
It starts now.
And he's like, you need this. This is your new seat. And I was like, oh, they're moving me to some other first class thing.
yeah.
And it
You're going
says,
from lobster to
I
caviar?
look at it and it says 17A on it. And I was like, what? So I ran back up there and I was like, what is this? He's like, we changed planes so the seats are different. And it's like, yeah, but what the fuck?
You cursed.
Yeah.
You cursed at him.
I was like, what the fuck?
He could have sent you back to fucking Abu Dhabi.
No. And then he was like, he didn't even say I'm sorry. He's like the plane's different. The seats have changed. And I
Yeah,
was
but you
like, you
can't
gotta be
change classes.
fucking kidding me.
How do you change classes?
I don't know. And then, like, and this is the thing where it's just like, look, I feel bad because it's nobody working that flight's fault.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
But it's like, so you can't really be mad at them. But also, they should just be like, yo, look, Delta sucks, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. They suck. You're right. Instead, they kept being like, sometimes things happen and planes change.
Yeah.
And we all just have to make adjustments. And it's like, don't do that to me.
They all have
This is crazy.
They all have the disposition and personality of like an 8th grade teacher talking to a 5th grader.
But why?
You know what I mean? How those
Are they
big-
being
those
surveilled?
women would like talk down to you?
Yeah.
Like you don't this. Some things happen like this. Hon.
Yeah.
It's like don't fucking talk to me. To be an adult, I had a first class ticket. Now I don't.
Now,
How do I fix that?
And I'm not even in comfort class or whatever the second level.
There's a second tier in Delta.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd
yeah.
be getting fucked.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's a second level.
The Biscoffs though.
Mezzanine. And then
The Biscoffs.
Biscoffs. No Biscoffs.
Some dude sent me a message saying there's Biscoff ice cream.
Really?
Yeah. There's
They're
gonna be a
expanding?
problem. Huh? There's
They're
gonna be-
expanding into...
Yeah, they're expanding into the ice cream zone. Biscoffs are on one, dude.
Dude, I sleep through the Biscoff every time.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
That's also a crazy thing to do.
What? Sleep through the Biscoff?
Sleep through any of the plane for me, it's like it's nuts. And
Yeah.
you say you walk in, you sit down, you're out.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
but I
nuts.
do think I'm getting worse at it. I think my powers are starting to wane.
Wean.
Wane.
Wean?
No, I
You
think
wean off.
you wean off things, but
Oh,
a
wean
moon
is to
waxes
lessen.
and wanes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wean.
wean is to wean,
Wean
is to
off.
wane.
You need to wean off booze. That's weaning
I am.
off.
I haven't drank.
You're reducing your booze levels. You have
Yeah.
not drank that much.
I've had 2 beers over the past 4 days.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
No, you got in my stash last night, you fucking liar.
I had 1 beer last night.
I can't afford.
What? You counted 4? There's no way. Someone
I
else
dra-
must
I
have
drank
dipping in. You drank 4.
Getting angry, fucking. Oh my!
You need to slow down on the
I
booze.
do. I stopped drinking whiskey here. No,
That's the big thing. No whiskey in the house.
That's huge, dude. No more
Yeah.
hard liquor in the house. That's fucking huge.
yeah.
You get something on your mind, you get a little anxious about something.
I know, but it's so nice though.
4 or 5 hours of whiskey.
It's so nice.
It's so easy.
It is. A beer is such
And
an
I'm
undertaking.
in Super Bowl shape
Yeah, for whiskey.
for whiskey. Yeah, easy. 4 or 5 hours nonstop
God.
with no problem. I've been training my whole life for this. Now I have to abandon it, start over.
Yeah. But that'll
Well,
be good.
yeah,
Get
it'll be good
whiskey out of your life for
That'd
a
be
while.
good for the rugs. They're gonna get cleaned a lot more often. I'm bugging the fuck out about nothing.
When was the last time you had an extended sober period?
Oh, man, what the fuck? You can't admit your dad beat the shit out of you, and I gotta talk about this.
No. We should set a Patreon goal.
I'll do that.
If we get a certain number of patrons,
I'll actually.
you have to go sober for a month.
Let's take a fucking. Let's wean down. I need you to wane and wean. You're out of your fucking
You
mind.
gotta go
A month?
sober
No.
for a
No, no,
month.
no, no.
We'll
First
document.
of all,
We'll document the whole thing.
If you knew, you'd go. Let's start with a couple days. I'm gonna be honest. I think. Damn, dude, it's probably been
It's
like
been a while for me.
it's been like 3 to 5 years since I remember having like a week off.
Yeah.
A week.
Yeah.
3 years ago was probably the worst I've ever been in my life.
Really?
That was
Just on
the
a
dark
regular
times.
basis?
Yeah, I got a message. I said something. I don't know if it was the last episode here or I said it on some podcast about I was in like dark days. It
Yeah.
was about my brother. It was about losing Delco. It was
Yeah.
about, and I just fucking I went black, dude. I was
Dude.
bad.
I think, yeah.
But if I were to imagine like a week off of not boozing, I think I'd have to go back like at least 5 years.
Yeah.
And I'm talking Monday to Friday school days. You know what I mean? I'm going like
Work week,
my-
business
yeah,
days?
Yeah, my goal is like to drink like a guy who, or even a college student, like school Monday to Thursday, or just out of college, you have a work,
Yeah.
a work schedule,
Yeah.
and you had a couple pops on Thursday, and then you got lit Friday and Saturday, no drinking Sunday. That would be beautiful.
Dude.
It's tough.
Yeah,
It's a
my
tough thing to
worst.
do.
My worst was I would like. There was a period there right before the pandemic. Like, I feel like early 2019 somewhere.
Yeah.
I was like a monster. Where I was living by myself,
Yeah.
and I lived in this attic. I lived in like a
course.
spooky old attic, like where ghosts live. The top
You know
of
that's your nickname when you're not around.
the ghost.
Yeah, where's the ghost at?
Yeah, I did. I haunted the roof, and I would literally stand in the window, and it was like a
Wait,
dorm-
hold on. Are we talking like a pointy attic?
Yes,
And there's one little window.
was
You're drinking out it, staring out it?
staring out it.
Oh my god!
I would stare out it, and I would listen to podcast or watch stuff on my phone. I would just stare at it, and I
Just
would
drinking hard. What are you drinking?
I would go get these
Bud Ice.
I think it was like the Golden Monkey, like
Yeah, Golden Victory.
and they're like
Victory Gold
9%
Monkey. Yeah,
or
it's
something
9.
like that. I would get beers that were
I shouldn't
like,
be answering these so well. But yeah,
it's
it's
9.
Victory
It's a
Gold
solid
Monkey. It's
9.
9. Yeah.
and like I would just
It's
drink,
like rubbing alcohol with honey. That's what it tastes like.
yes,
Yeah.
and I would pound a 6-pack of that
Yeah.
and just black out. Like
Dude,
it was.
I used to drink fucking 9, 9.5, up to 11. I think at 11 it starts to become not beer anymore.
yeah, it's wine.
Yeah. But I broke up with one of my exes just after college. I lived with my best friend in Northern Liberties.
Yeah.
3rd and George. And we were both in a state of booze. We actually were drinking this beer called Blithering Idiot. But it's like a Monk's IPA, like a double
Yeah.
IPA. It was like a really, maybe not be, it might be an ale, but it's like 11%.
Yes.
And we just got in like fucking almost a fist fight.
Really?
I was like crying at some point. It was like a real dark place. That was the second darkest place in my life because I
Yeah.
lost everything.
Yes.
And then I started another thing and I lost everything. So I needed to like figure out how to hone it in when you
Dude.
lose everything.
Oh my God. That reminded me of one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. I was hanging out at my buddy's house in college, and we were playing Wizard Staff.
Was it like a gay thing?
No.
You rub your bird against
Wizard Staff is every beer you drink, you duct tape a beer to it, and you try to build
I've seen
like
that.
as big a staff as you can. That
I only know Edward 40 hands.
Yeah. But so I was like, I suggested the idea, so I was like, I'm gonna win,
Yeah, you have to
and
come out with that confidence.
I built this giant wizard staff.
Bill,
I built.
you mean earned?
I built.
You don't build a wizard staff.
Yeah. I
You
carved
disappoint
out.
family. You leave your kids. Stop saying built.
I built like
I shit my pants. I got new jeans. I shaved my head by the time my wizard staff was over. I lost my job.
dude.
Anyway, my staff was huge.
My staff was gigantic.
Yeah.
It was like 7.5. It was like feet. It was huge.
Wait, 7.5 feet?
It might have been. It was definitely like 7 feet.
What is
6.5.
this though? Like what?
Well, I'm sitting
This is like
down.
4
I'm sitting.
feet.
I'm trying to get you to imagine. I'm trying to take you to.
All right. Well,
the
7
heights.
feet is
There's-
probably close to where that
there's
cutoff is.
birds circling. Yeah,
So what's that? Like 15 beers?
it's a lot. But so I'm shit faced, right? And all of a sudden they invite over like a bunch of like girls and other people.
How'd you meet your wife, Chris?
Yeah, no. And it's like it's a bunch of like hot girls that I never really hung out with in high school. It's
Yeah.
like high school friends that
Yeah.
are like, we're whatever, I haven't
Get
seen
to
them-
it.
I haven't seen them once.
Get
So-
to the embarrassment.
so
I can
then
already see
my
you
good
avoiding
buddy-
it.
my
You're
good
avoiding
buddy-
it like your anxiety avoids every fucking daily task. So anyway,
My good
there I
buddy-
was getting
yeah.
food afterwards.
I'm now trying to think of ways to
I know,
spin
I
this so
get
it doesn't look as bad.
What you're doing is you're popcorn trailing me down a different path
No.
so that you can tell me a wrong story.
Dude,
A false fucking story.
no, my buddy
Just dig in.
makes like an offhand comment that I'm like this other kid that we went to high school that I know he hates,
Oh, man.
right?
So Liquor Mind.
And this is like one of my best friends. This is like borderline my best friend. He makes that comment, and I just start like crying.
with this wand in your...
Wizard staff. I'm 21 years
Oh, my
old,
God.
and I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yo, is the wizard
And
thing?
he's
Is the wizard thing one-handed?
Dude, it's a giant. I'm holding a giant wizard staff,
Oh my god.
crying about honestly probably one of the softest digs in the world.
What were... So wait,
I
hold on.
remember, and it's like, I'm
Did
like
this girl have a-
browning out. I remember being like out on the driveway, being like, "No, you hate him, man."
Still with this wand.
I don't know if I had still had it. Might have
Dude,
broken at that point. My
that'd be
powers were gone,
So funny if you had to like walk into like a veterinarian for them to cut it off.
dude.
How do you get that fucking thing off? Is this hand free?
No, you're not taped to it.
Oh.
You just have it, dude. I woke up the next day like,
You changed schools.
you know what? No, I was in
I
college.
gotta live somewhere
I was
else.
in college. It's like I'm going back to Philly today. I gotta.
You did this at Drexel?
No, this was in Connecticut. I was like home visiting friends. It was like high school friends I hadn't seen. Oh my god! It was when those days where you like, I don't know. I'm sure you've had this happen. Obviously, where it's just like you do something horrible, you black out, you wake up the next day being like, you're like in your room fine, and you're like, was that like a dream?
Yeah.
And then you start going like, no, I did do that. I did that. And then you're like, wait, what was the next thing that happened?
Yeah.
Did it get resolved?
Oh my
Did
God.
I like fix it? Did I
Oh my
clean
God,
it
oh my
up
God,
somehow?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did I clean it up somehow? Wait.
Dude, McKeever and I were. I was trying to explain this.
No,
Oh, yes,
it's
yes.
real.
Yeah.
There's no way to fix it. Yeah.
I said this on I think Dad Meet or something, but McKeever and I have this. I was trying to explain that exact anxiety the next day, and I was like, "Do you ever just scream because you realize what you did, and you're just like, ah!" And it just relieves all of the stress
yeah.
for a second
Yeah.
because you can't believe oh my god, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
I have hundreds of those.
Dude, my thing is I sing, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. And sometimes it'll come out.
I love how my whole reaction is like it's going to be a shock to my system, relieves the
Yeah.
tentacles of a fucking
Yeah.
depressing anxiety. Oh my god!
Yeah.
And you just start singing your
I
show
go,
tune.
I'm gonna fucking kill my motherfucking self. I do, yeah. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. And like,
So funny. dude.
sometimes it comes out on the street, or just like in public. I'll
Yeah.
be walking by myself and be like, I'm gonna fucking kill my.
Around here, that's normal. Though. That's like saying hi to a neighbor.
That, or I will call myself like the F word.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you're such.
Yeah. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Well, that's the second phase of it. The first is that fucking violent scream,
Yeah.
that roar, because it really does. It's almost like running after a hangover. You know how your body starts to get that tingle,
Yeah.
and it's gone for
Yeah.
a while. It removes all that cloudiness
Yeah.
and that cobweb of fucking
It's
depression.
a prayer. It's a version of a prayer.
Right? Yeah, it's the way
I'm paying some penitence. Yeah.
Yes. McKeever used to do. He would say ESPN. He screams ESPN, which is so funny. Screams ESPN. That's how I learned. He screams ESPN, and I just scream. I go, "Drah!" And it just like gets it gone.
Yeah.
It's like when you fucked up in school growing up, you would scream fuck or punch a wall, and you're like, it's gone.
Yeah.
I remember punching my fucking bedroom wall when I would get upset about something.
Really?
Oh, hard punch. Or in baseball or football, I would get on my hands and knees and punch the ground as hard as I could. But
I never did that.
the pain coming back through your system was a shock enough for you to lose that feeling of vulnerability.
Yeah. You had something else to concentrate on.
Yeah.
This is the
Well,
dust
it
on
wakes
the
you
mirror.
up.
It's
It
dust
wakes-
on the mirror and a little
It's
bit.
dust. Exactly. This is dust. A punch in the ground or a drywall is dust in the mirror. Cleaning the dust off the mirror is me punching my fucking.
Yeah,
parents'
you're like, oh, my
drywall."
hand's fucked. Now
Yeah,
I
now-
gotta fix
now I
this.
can't play baseball
You gotta
anymore.
fix this problem.
I guess I got to clean with this hand now.
No, I remember when I was little, my mom told me to punch a pillow.
Yeah, but that's my point.
I
It
punched
has
a
to-
pillow.
It has to punch
It has
back.
to break. Yeah.
You
I remember,
can't-
I remember punching a pillow and being like, "What the? It's
What is
taking
this?
this damage. It's taking this with almost no effort.
Yeah. It
The
doesn't
pillow's
relieve.
absorbing this punch. The problem is it's dealing with it.
Yeah.
You see the wall break, you go like, yeah,
Yeah.
the world is being affected.
Right, by my dog shit.
You punch a pillow, it's like, yeah, what else you got?
That's a great point.
And so it's like it's another thing mocking you.
Yes. Fucking genius.
It's
This
like,
is why she told you to punch the pillow, not
yeah,
a wall.
yeah, but she
Meanwhile, my dad's like, get out there and hit the barn.
because they're thinking like it gets the energy out. It's like no, something needs to break.
Yeah. My hand or the wall.
Yeah,
We got two options here, Gene.
yeah. But I never had that feeling. Like the moment I broke something, I went right into guilt. It's just like what.
What's the worst thing you broke?
Fucking break. You know, I used to throw controllers. I used
Oh,
to
my God.
smash
I almost did it last
controllers.
night. Like, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I almost did it last night.
Really?
Yeah. The control. I
Oh,
almost-
yeah,
I almost gronked that fucking controller after I missed that last putt. All over this fucking this fake Italian marble.
I broke a controller the other night.
You didn't do it on purpose.
No, I was swinging and
You
I had
swung
that
it
other
out of your hand.
Yeah, I had
I'm
that
gonna
other
do
grip on it, and it just fucking.
That $100 bet we got going?
Dude, don't break the controller because I went up to order another one, and they're like you
Back
can't-
order.
Yeah, they're back
For
ordered
fucking
a while.
animals slamming controllers and losing fucking golf.
Oculus is going through a lot of controllers.
The game is so good, dude.
It is. It's so good.
I got to put some hours in on the greens.
Yeah.
I got to pee, dude.
All right. Yeah, we're over now.
Yeah.
We're doing good. All right. We'll jump over to the Patreon.
Hey,
Sorry this episode's late.
don't apologize. Say
yeah,
what's great about
what-
the upcoming content we have.
Yeah, now we got this guy. We're really
ripping and
excited
roaring.
about this fucking the food stuff and hopefully the Skankfest video as well and the other food stuff coming up.
My haircut fits.
Yeah, haircut.
We got a lot of
haircut
backlog
vid.
shit.
Yeah. We shot a bunch of crap.
Not realizing what the workload. I got.
But we're busy. Yeah, go piss. All right, I'm in St. Louis and Kansas City this weekend too.